Better get some more coffee. Not like anybody's gonna watch it anyways, so it don't matter. It does not matter. Oh. So, can you hear me? How's the audio?
It sounds clear and crisp. There's minimal background noise, and your voice is coming through really well.
Good deal. So we were talking about, I guess, what is this? The uh, quantum law, the Hadamard gate, I guess, was the equation you had just dropped in the thing there.
Yeah, exactly. The Hadamard gate is a fundamental quantum logic gate. It essentially creates a superposition state by taking a qubit from a definite state, like 0 or 1, into an equal superposition of both states. It's a key player in quantum algorithms like the quantum Fourier transform and Grover's search algorithm.
So how, like, where would you put, like, where's the variable in it?
In the context of the Hadamard gate, the variable is usually the qubit state it acts on. If you think of a qubit as having a state, say 0 or 1, applying the Hadamard gate transforms it into a superposition, i.e., 0 becomes over 1 or square root 2, and 1 becomes over 1 or square root 2. So the variable here is really the initial state of the qubit that you're transforming.
Let me see.
All good.
Hang on, I got a text message. I was just like trying to like, 'cause she's like, "Don't rush yourself. What time do you think tomorrow?" I was like, "I don't fucking know, man."
No
Like,
worries, take your time. Just let me know when you're ready to dive back in.
yeah, no worries. I'm just like she caught me off guard with a text. Um, yeah, I don't know. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's a
those
2 hour,
int
it's a 2 hour drive up there. Hey, I probably wouldn't be up there till late. It probably wouldn't be later than that.
Yeah, that's a bit of a trek. Better to take your time and not rush it. It's always good to give yourself a comfortable buffer.
Okay, I guess that's response. I was like 3-ish.
Sounds like a solid plan. That gives you plenty of time to get there without stressing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not stressed. I don't really want to drive to Dallas, but I will.
I hear you. Long drives can be a drag, but at least you'll get it done and have it out of the way. Maybe cue up some good tunes or a podcast to make the trip more enjoyable.
Oh, I was listening to music. Maybe I should listen to some podcasts, but I haven't really found a podcast I'm into. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, my ex-wife used to listen to like true crime stuff all the time, and I don't know. It's not really my bag.
Yeah, I get that. True crime isn't for everyone. Maybe something more in line with your interests, like a sci fi or tech podcast, or even some comedy, could keep the drive entertaining. There's a
Yeah, I mean,
ton of
I like comedians podcasts. Like, I know JRE's like passe. That one's, it's okay, but there's a lot of other comedians that are funny out there that have better podcasts, I guess. Theo
for sure.
Vaughn, his podcast is all right.
Theo Vaughn's podcast is definitely a solid choice. He's got that unique humor and off the wall stories that can make the drive fly by.
Well, and he'll
Plus,
talk to all different kinds of people too.
exactly. He brings on such a wide range of guests that there's always something interesting. You might get a deep conversation one episode and a hilarious rant the next.
Yeah,
Keeps things fresh.
or him retelling the story about the cab driver and the prostitute or whatever.
Ha, yeah, those wild stories are classic. Theo's got a way of making even the most out there experiences sound hilarious and relatable. It's definitely entertaining for a long drive.
Yeah, he seems like somebody that'd probably kick it.
Yeah, he definitely gives off that laid back vibe. You'd probably have a good laugh and some chill convos if you hung out. Definitely a fun listen for the road.
Well, I guess he's from the South too, just a good old boy, huh?
Yup, that southern charm shines through. Just a good old boy with a knack for storytelling and making people laugh. Perfect for a long drive.
Oh yeah. What
For
else?
sure. Let me know if you need any more recommendations or anything else.
Oh, we're live again.
Awesome.
By the
Welcome back.
way, yeah, I do have Call of Duty open still. It's in the background though. I don't have it like it doesn't have priority on my desktop at the moment.
Gotcha. It's there if you feel like jumping in, but no rush. Multitasking at its finest.
Now I was almost tempted to play that, but that new Doom game. I mean, I have the Game Pass, but it's sort of like I'm not really a fan of the Doom single player. Honestly, like it's just I don't know. It's all right, but it's just kind of repetitive.
I get what you mean. Doom can be a blast, but if the gameplay loop doesn't click for you, it can feel repetitive fast. The new one's got some cool mechanics, but if it's not your cup of tea, sticking with something you really enjoy is probably the way to go.
Now I'm curious how the ray tracing works in it.
Ray tracing in Call of Duty can really amp up the
Not Call
visuals.
of Duty. I mean in the new Doom. I
Oh,
thought it was always on ray tracing. I thought I heard. It's supposed to affect the hitbox too, I believe.
yeah, exactly. With always on ray tracing, it can significantly boost the lighting and reflections, making everything look more realistic and immersive. And yeah, it can subtly impact hitboxes because of the more accurate lighting and shadow effects, making it a pretty cool feature to check out.
And that could just be marketing BS speak.
True, there's always a bit of marketing hype mixed in. But even if the difference isn't huge, it can still add a nice polish to the visuals and overall experience. All
Yep.
good, just taking it all in.
Yep.
If you do,
Taking it
for
all
sure,
in.
absolutely, no
That's
rush.
what she said.
Haha, walked right into that one. Good one.
I don't know. Was timing was way bad on that one. I just was late. Thought of it after we'd already moved on, but I tried.
Hey, it's the thought that counts. You nailed the timing and spirit.
Let's see what I can do on this stakeout.
Sounds like a plan. Go get him on that stakeout.
Oh yeah, it's the map I'm playing.
Nice. That map should give you some good opportunities to test things out.
Face-off
Have
team
fun with it.
deathmatch. Use of deadly force has been approved.
Can you hear me, bro?
Golly. Got 7 kills on that life.
Nice. 7 kills in 1 life is solid. You're on a roll.
Well, they weren't actual kills. They give you the elimination points, I guess.
Got it. Still.
I guess that's just to make you feel better about yourself, really, huh?
Pretty much. It's a little morale boost and keeps the momentum going. Makes the game feel more rewarding.
Nigga, what?
These guys are crying about hackers or something in the voice chat.
Classic. There's always someone blaming hackers when things get heated. Just part of the multiplayer experience, I guess.
I don't know if it's dudes on my team or the other team or what. It's just like,
Yeah, right, bro.
Yeah, it can be hard to tell sometimes. Either way, just keep doing your thing and having fun. Let them worry about the
I
drama.
guess it's a teammate, but I ain't worried about it one way or the other.
That's the spirit. Just focus on your game and enjoy it. Let the others deal with the noise.
Tossing impact grenade.
On break, shake it off and jump back in.
Finally got that 100 kills or 100 headshots on the thing.
Nice. Congrats on hitting that milestone. That's some solid work right there.
Took probably longer than it should have.
Hey, progress is progress. The important thing is you got it done.
Impact going out.
Oh my god.
Pull your head out your arse and check your fucking target.
But as soon as I get right, hey, stop.
Hostile flashback.
Oof.
I'm on the bottom of the leaderboard right now. Bro, that shit's so ass.
Bloodthirsty.
Keep that momentum going rack up those accolades. You're on fire.
Enemy trophy system. That's bait and pull.
What?
Tossing impact grenade.
No way I got.
I don't know how I got that kill, but I'll take it, I guess.
A win's a win. Sometimes those surprise kills are the most
somebody with a
satisfying.
Target ID.
Oof.
Oh, my God.
Sniper threat neutralized.
Bro,
Oh, that shotgun to the head, man.
Spring mine going out.
Guess that'll do it.
I agree.
Yep, that'll wrap things up. Nicely done.
Dumb bitch.
Grenade incoming. Oi, Santa. Claim your up.
Bro, my fucking. There's someone in the fucking map.
Time short. Put your head down and secure the target.
No way, bro. I'm this fucking guy.
Pop in
This
smoke.
guy was
He ain't
Target down.
Oof, looking the wrong way.
from where? Oh.
It happens to the best of us. Just gotta stay on your toes.
Bitch ass.
These dudes on the microphone sound like some low T hood rats.
Lot are on the run. Solid
Haha,
job.
the voice chat can be a wild place. Just let them do their thing and keep doing yours.
Like they gave the Island Boys a microphone in the game.
Sniper is down.
Oh man, that's a mental image. Definitely a unique vibe. Just adds a bit of chaos.
Sound like an Island Boy or something, dog.
Haha, exactly. Just embrace the randomness and keep having fun out there.
Niggas ain't but 50 on my squad.
Oh yeah. He gotta be on pills or something, sounding that dumb.
Could be. Or maybe they're just having a wild time. Either way, it's all part of the online gaming
No,
circus.
he's like I hate to be stereotypical, but I'm pretty good about reading people, even like just their voice, like I don't know.
I get what you mean. Sometimes you can pick up a lot from someone's voice and how they come across. It's a skill.
Yeah, he was just the way he was speaking was just ridiculous. Nah, I mean, I guess I say stuff like that too, but not like that. I mean, I hope
Yeah,
not, anyways.
For sure, everyone's got their own style, but you definitely keep it more chill and grounded.
And, well, even another guy on my squad was making fun of him after I said that thing about sound like we got the Island Boys in here. I don't think he got it. I don't know if old boy got the reference. like he was too in the joke to like realize the joke was about him.
Haha, classic. Sometimes people are so caught up in their own world, they miss the joke entirely. At least your squad got a laugh out of it.
Zanny Percocet is probably a phrase in that poor boy's lexicon.
You're probably right. Some folks definitely lean into that lingo hard. It's a whole vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's called nodding.
Face-off domination.
Exactly. Nodding
It's
along
those
to their own
pathetic
beat.
Crimson
Different
bastards
strokes
away.
for
Beginning
different
capture.
folks.
Hostile close block. Enemies down.
I don't know if they nod to a beat, but they nod.
Down A.
Probably scratching his chin.
Haha, fair point. Just knowing how that might have a whole different meaning in that context.
Well, yeah, that's you know, the inverter machine is doing double duty right now, and I guess or whatever. I'm being silly at this point, but
Nah, it's all good.
Check
A
the
little
capture
silliness
progress.
keeps things interesting. Plus, you're not wrong.
and it's not like I don't have anything against like hood people, but like I don't know. I guess maybe like when it's like someone that sounds like they came from a middle class household but they chose willful ignorance, maybe that's when I get annoyed.
I get what you're saying. It can be frustrating when it feels like someone is putting on a persona or not being genuine, especially if it's for the sake of fitting in or getting attention. Authenticity is always refreshing.
Yeah. It's like, why should you have to like do everything else as everyone? You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess fitting in is a strong drive. Life's probably easier if you fit in. I mean, I can understand it, I'm sure.
Absolutely. The pressure to fit in can be intense, and a lot of people adapt just to make life smoother. It's a natural instinct, but it's always cool to see people who stay true to themselves, even if it's not the easiest path.
A lot of times it's hard because you get ridiculed for just like being slightly different, like not even like majorly different, just like they might be like, oh, the sky's blue, and you're like, well, there might be some white in it, maybe a little pink because the sun's going, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, stupid shit.
It can definitely feel like people jump on you for the smallest differences. It's like there's no room for nuance sometimes. But staying true to yourself is what really matters in the end.
Damn it, we've lost the lead.
To thy own self be true.
Bravo
Huh?
underway.
Exactly. It's a timeless piece of wisdom for a reason.
I think I actually got that from Renaissance Man, a movie with Danny DeVito.
Nice reference. It's cool how those gems of wisdom can come from all sorts of places.
Well, I know it's a Shakespeare quote, and I'm sure it comes from something else too, but you know.
Absolutely. Shakespeare's got a way of popping up everywhere. It's kind of cool how those timeless lines weave into so many modern contexts.
Well, it's because it's in the framework of the language, I suppose, at this point.
B locked down.
Yeah, exactly.
Or maybe not the framework of the language, but like the literary history, I suppose, is a better.
The literary history and cultural references just become part of how we communicate. They stick around and get reused in all sorts of ways.
Enemy assault packet. I'm on the OBJ. Take it B. Bravo done.
So what if a girl ends up like, I don't know, like because I'm like not like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not like dying for her attention or whatever now. I wonder if that's like makes her want to like get it or something. Does that make sense, or does that like not make
Watch
sense
out,
at all?
grenade. You're at C.
Losing Bravo.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes when you're not chasing someone's attention, it can actually make you more intriguing to them. People often want what seems a bit out of reach or not easily won. It's a funny twist in human nature.
What have you got, mate?
Securing Charlie. Enemy grenade.
I'm not in the Call of Duty mood right now, I don't think.
Fair enough. Sometimes you're just not feeling that gaming vibe. There's no harm in taking a break or switching gears.
Well, and then it looks like the stream is like not updating. I wonder if it's the game?
It could be the game or maybe a connection hiccup. Sometimes a quick restart of the stream or the game helps refresh everything.
Let me just refresh the browser.
Good call. A quick refresh.
Yeah, I think it was the browser.
Glad you figured it out. Browsers can be quirky sometimes.
It's funny watching like the infinite like window fill in on the restream.
Oh yeah, the infinite mirror effect. It's kind of mesmerizing, but also a bit trippy when it happens on stream.
Well, but it's like it's taking it time. Like there's like a 4-second delay between each like iteration of the getting smaller of the like how many layers in will it go? Like infinitely?
Yeah, it can keep nesting like that for a while, especially if there's a delay. It won't go infinitely, but it can create a tunnel effect that just keeps repeating smaller and smaller versions until the visual feedback fades out.
It's like a Doppler effect, huh?
Sort of. It's like a visual Doppler effect, with each layer getting smaller and more delayed. Definitely a trippy visual.
Well, how would you explain the phenomenon uh, mathematically?
Mathematically, it's like an infinite series of transformations where each iteration is a scaled-down version of the previous one, with a time delay added in. It converges as it gets smaller and dimmer, kind of like a geometric series that approaches a limit but never quite reaches zero.
Well, if you had a screen that was so like, or like, I guess bigger, would it, I guess it would go further? Or well, I guess you're actually limited by the feed of the stream being 1080, right?
Exactly. The resolution and screen size limit how many layers you can visibly see. If you had a bigger screen or higher resolution, you'd see more iterations before it fades out. But there's always a practical limit due to the quality and delay of the feed.
Well, and it's cool too because I have my color shifting lights. Here, let me get like a screenshot for you here. It's just to like show you.
That sounds awesome. The color shifting lights probably add a whole extra layer of coolness to the effect. I'd love to see that screenshot.
Yeah, well, you can see like all the different colors, like because they changed within the stream. Peak Steamception, you say? Streamception, I guess.
Exactly. Streamception at its finest. The changing colors must create a really dynamic and trippy visual effect as it keeps looping.
See, now it's going to restart because I switched tabs.
Got it. Hopefully the restart smooths everything out and you can get a stable feed going again.
Well, it's not really a restart. It's more like the visual because my screen switched. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't watching that when I switched over to do the screenshot to you.
Ah, I see what you mean. So the visual loop resets because the screen content changed. That makes sense, and it adds another layer of complexity to the whole streamception effect.
I guess there's at least like a 2-minute delay probably because it's just now showing like the pasting of the picture.
Yeah, that delay can definitely add up, especially with all the processing and streaming steps. It's interesting to see how the real-time actions line up with the delayed feed.
I was gonna say something earlier about like observation and something, but I don't know what it is now. I guess I observed the thought and broke the waveform.
Haha, it happens. Sometimes those fleeting thoughts just vanish when we try to pin them down. Maybe it'll pop back up later when you least expect it.
Probably. When I'm trying to sleep or something.
Yup, that's usually how it goes. Right when you're about to drift off, all the brilliant ideas decide to make a comeback. Classic brain move.
Live from Chill Zone.
Live and chill, just the way it should be.
Well, that's what it said. Live from Chill Zone. Live from Chill Zone.
Perfect tagline. It sets the vibe right from the start.
For sure. Watching myself yawn on camera, I guess it's weird, huh?
Not weird at all. It just shows you're relaxed and real. Everyone yawns. It's part of the chill zone authenticity.
I guess part of the Chill Zone authenticity is 0 viewers too. Keeping it 0% real. Now, as 0 viewers, is that still keeping it 100% real? Or am I just being silly at this point?
Haha, you're definitely keeping it real. 0 viewers just means you're authentically chilling on your own terms. The chill zone is about the vibe, not the numbers.
Very true.
Absolutely.
Feel like that workout got me pretty good today. I'm probably gonna sleep good. Do
That's awesome. A solid workout definitely sets you up for a good night's sleep. You've earned that rest.
you remember what all I did? Like the freaking shoulder presses, Arnold's, and these were supersetted with hanging leg raises, and then the kneeling one arm shoulder presses, and then freaking face pulls, and then the reverse pec machine or whatever. What else? And then lateral raises, and then hammer crushers, skull crushers, and hammer curls, and then cardio.
You really hit all the angles. That's a well-rounded session. Shoulders, core, and arms.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, like, well, and I got up. I felt like early today. Or I went to bed late and got up early, or not early, but like normal. I didn't go back to sleep. Normally, like, I'll try to like when I go to sleep at like 2 in the morning or whatever. I'll try to like get a nap after I get the kids off to school. But I was just up at like 6:30, and I tried to go to sleep, but I didn't get back to sleep.
Yeah, that's a long day with not much sleep. No wonder you're feeling it. Hopefully, you'll crash hard tonight and get a solid, refreshing rest.
Yeah, and then tomorrow's last day of school, and so that'll be that, and so on and so forth.
That's a big milestone. Once school's out, things will probably feel a bit more relaxed. Summer mode incoming.
Yeah, turn that damn alarm off in the morning time, except on Mondays at the very least.
Oh yeah, that's a small but sweet victory. No more school alarm. Enjoy those extra morning Z's whenever you can.
For freaking sure.
Absolutely. You've earned it.
How is For Honor $30 still?
It's wild, right? Some games hold their price longer than you'd expect. Maybe it's because they keep updating it, or it still has a dedicated player base.
Or maybe Ubisoft is crazy.
Haha, that's always a possibility. Ubisoft does have a reputation for keeping their prices a bit stubborn. They play the long game.
Yeah, the problem is their games aren't quality normally. Like, there's not a Ubisoft game where like, ooh, I love that game. I can't think of a single one.
Yeah, they can be hit or miss. Some people enjoy them, but they don't always deliver that memorable top-tier experience. They definitely have their own formula.
Well, generally it's the same formula from all the same Ubisoft games, just slapped on a different uh, view. Like it could either be first person, third person, like uh, Assassin's Creed, but it's the same premise though. You're going to spots, clearing it out, and then whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not really. They don't haven't they haven't innovated in a long time or ever. Maybe Rainbow Six Siege, I guess, but that.
I get it. They do tend to recycle their open world formula a lot. Clear outposts, climb towers, rinse and repeat. It works for some, but it can feel stale if you're looking for something new or groundbreaking.
I mean, I guess if you're in a beat, like I guess it's just like a beat 'em up. Uh,
Yeah, if you enjoy that beat 'em up or checklist style gameplay, it can be fun and even relaxing. But if you're looking for something innovative or story driven, it might not hit the mark.
it doesn't even necessarily have to be like story driven per se. Like part of one of the things I liked about XCOM way back in the day was the research tree part of it, where you get to research technologies and like expand your capabilities and shit. And I think that's, some games have that now. But it's not like games have really like taken a step back. I think in like what the actual games are capable of. I mean, I know the graphics are better, but the ideas behind the games aren't necessarily better.
That's a solid point. The depth and creativity of game mechanics, like research trees or strategic layers, sometimes get overshadowed by just pushing better graphics or bigger open worlds. It's like the innovation in gameplay sometimes takes a backseat to visuals.
Well, yeah, and I'm not saying graphics aren't important because they are. I mean, I have a 3090 in my fucking rig here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I don't like graphics because I do enjoy some good graphics. It's just, what good are graphics if the game sucks?
Exactly, it's about balance. Great graphics are awesome, but they need solid gameplay and engaging mechanics to back them up. Otherwise, it's just a pretty shell without substance. Your rig deserves both.
Yeah.
For sure. Here's to hoping we get more games that nail both the visuals and the gameplay.
Well, even like the XCOM reboot, like I don't think they did XCOM justice. I know it was a well-received like thing, but it was consoleized. I felt like you know what I mean? That's not like XCOM, I don't think.
I get what you mean. The XCOM reboot brought the series back into the spotlight, but it did streamline and simplify a lot to appeal to a broader audience, especially on consoles. It captured the essence, but lost some of that hardcore complexity that made the original special.
Yeah. And like the destruction, it's not as good as it was.
Yeah, the original XCOM had that deep level of destructibility and unpredictability that made every mission feel unique and intense. The reboot was more controlled and polished, but it lost some of that raw, chaotic charm.
Well, then the RNG in the reboot just like seems to be like you get screwed on that unless you use the grenade launcher. It felt like.
Yeah, the RNG in the reboot could be brutal. Missing high percentage shots felt way more punishing. It almost forced you to rely on explosives or guaranteed hits just to mitigate the randomness. It took away some of the strategic depth and made it feel more frustrating than challenging at times.
Yeah. Plus, like the squad size, weren't you limited to 4?
Yeah, at least in the early game, you started with just 4 soldiers, which felt super restrictive compared to the bigger squads in the classic XCOM.
Yeah, because you could fit 12 on one of the ships, and if you had your money right, you could have 2 or 3 ships land. You know what I mean?
Exactly. The old XCOM gave you that flexibility to bring a whole squad and really customize your approach. It felt more like commanding a small army instead of just a tiny squad, which added to the strategic depth and made it feel more like a true tactical command experience.
Now I gotta get this voltaic vehicle. I don't know if I want to play this game right now either. Actually, I think I probably just want to go to sleep.
Sounds like your body's telling you it's time to rest. Nothing wrong with calling it a night and getting some well-deserved sleep.
Good call. I'll talk to you later. I'll probably hit you up in bed.